Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We back. The Cook Up ATL. I'm your girl, Miss Ja.
I'm your boy Vito.
And you know I'm DJ Larry Love.
Man,
It feels good actually.
it feels good. We're on episode 7.
Episode 7.
Thank you to everyone that's been watching and liking and subscribing and commenting and all that good stuff.
Showing the support, man. We love y'all.
But man, a lot has happened since we all been together, you guys. A lot has happened.
It has. I feel like the world is in fucking shambles right now.
Yeah, I think last time was around Easter and Mother's Day. Shout out to the mother. Shout out to the women that watch us. Subscribe. We love the women.
Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today, y'all. Yeah. Like, first of all, Chris Brown got locked up overseas and had to post bond. Yeah. He was in, but he out now. You know what I mean? What else?
That's bad.
Breezy.
Diddy, the Diddy trial. Going crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Tory
Lanez.
Free Tory.
Tory, man, getting stabbed and getting up out of there. Hopefully he get up out of there.
Free Tory.
Yeah.
Speaking of Diddy trial, Kid Cudi testified on that joint. We're going to talk about that.
Snitches get stitches. We're going to talk about that, though.
What about them boys from New Orleans that got up out that jail cell?
Oh, I forgot about that. They was on the run, but they got caught. I think it's one. I think it's one left.
It's 2 of them left.
Them boys got up out of there behind that toilet.
Yeah. What else? Oh, your boy Boss Man D-Lo.
Yeah, man.
Is he on a D-Lo?
He's going. Oh shit.
I don't agree with that.
Like BBLs and Fades. Call him BBLs
That's
and Fades.
crazy. We got to get to these topics.
Listen, we got so many topics to talk about today. We're gonna get to them, and we also get to y'all's favorite segment. I ain't gonna lie, because we got a lot we ain't gonna lie about today.
Yes.
But today is going definitely we're gonna get into it. Y'all stay tapped in. Y'all keep listening. Y'all keep watching, and we'll be right back.
Yes, sir. Drink though.
Every now and then. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah.
I have a shot for you.
I drink when I'm about to turn up and jump out the dress in somebody's bedroom.
That boy is crazy.
Wait a minute, not
when you
gorilla
start
style.
talking like this, nigga.
That's Larry. That's Larry Love. That's Larry Love.
I'm about to smack something.
Oh my! I
Did
gave you the
a quickie before he got here.
I gave you the oop. Yeah. All right. Let me take my glasses.
If only you guys knew what went on behind the scenes.
Man. Welcome back.
Yes, welcome back. Welcome back. I'm trying to get into these headlines.
So
Vito.
listen, I got a lot I want to talk about. It's been a crazy last couple weeks. Okay. So the Diddy trial, right?
It's crazy.
Diddy was fucking Cassie. He beat up Cassie. He did all that. Okay, we know he's wrong for that. I don't think he's sex trafficking, but we're gonna talk about that another time, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Kid Cudi is really he went out like a bitch.
Wait a minute. Okay, so
a whole bitch, and I fuck with Kid Cudi. He from Ohio. I think he's from Chicago.
He was scared, bro.
But I mean, how scared are you? Like, you fucking this man, bitch.
That wasn't his girl.
That was P. Diddy
Okay,
girl.
so from watching the trial from the outside looking in, do you think the prosecution is winning, or you think the defense is winning? What does it look like?
The prosecution is losing, and the defense is totally winning, simply because it's too many variables in the entire trial.
It's so many testimonies,
and then you got so much like footage of shit, and then you got Cassie saying basically that she partook in it willingly.
Right. I don't know if she said willingly.
She said willingly.
I think
she participated
induced.
in a freak off willingly. It's documented. Look it up.
I think the wildest thing for me is just the tranquilizer and baby oil. That's the ketamine.
People use baby oil every day. I feel like he shouldn't go to jail for being a freak.
Well, he put some. He actually put something in it to actually knock you out.
I don't know if that's really true.
I mean, that's what they. That's what they
said.
I think that one thing, being a freak is one
thing,
thing, and nobody's mad at that. But drugging people to be a freak, that's when you're wrong.
Okay.
Now, when it comes to Kid Cudi, like we don't know the line where what Cassie's saying. She's saying that she was intimidated. She was in an abusive relationship, so she felt like she could never get out of this relationship. And I know as a woman how that can be. How you can do and say things to kind of walk on ice, on eggshells, and you don't want to erupt the monster in somebody. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Kid Cudi messing with Cassie doesn't warrant him threatening him, blowing his car up, doing stuff like that. Like, that's crazy.
Okay, I didn't say it was right. I just said he went out like a bitch because he snitched. Period. You could have handled that so differently. You could have gave Diddy the fade. You know what I'm saying? You could have pressed charges at the time. With 15 years later? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? It could have went so different.
No,
as opposed to you walking up in that courtroom smoking a cigarette. like you Tommy
My man had on
motherfucking
some
Hill or
yeah,
whatever.
nigga.
He was
And
smoking
you
a cigarette?
snitching. Yeah, he walked in that motherfucker like he was
Leather
Rockstar
jacket and
Kelly.
some blue jeans.
Like nigga, sit your
He
ass.
had a leather
down.
jacket and blue
You
jeans.
went out
on
like
the
a snitch
court.
to me.
Sheesh.
I apologize, but I don't.
You don't have
apologize.
to apologize.
He went out like a bitch, and I got something else I want to talk about too.
Let it off your chest, Vito.
Y'all men, y'all gotta stop acting like. For number one, if you like men, I'm cool with that. I don't have nothing, no problem with gay people. Gay, you be gay the way you be gay over there. But my thing is, don't
in
be,
your own bedroom.
Don't be online, boss man D-Lo, and that was the accusation.
Wait a minute.
That's
He
the
got caught up.
accusations.
He got caught up on some drunk shit. He was late night.
Man, hell no. That look like a man, bro. That look like a man.
Now, let's be fair, because I had to show y'all how this looks different, like how women and men, whoop-de-whoop, they look the same. I showed y'all videos of how there's men that are women, and you if you looked at them on social media or you looked at them with a filter over their face, you wouldn't know. It's catfishing. Okay. There's women that put on so much makeup that by the time they wake up the next morning, they're not the same woman.
I'm not disagreeing
and you
with
would be pissed if you woke up next to that.
But this person he sent DMs to look like a fucking man.
And he say I am a man.
But you don't know what type of drug. Well, he said, I read the text messages. To me, it was like, when I read the text message, you got to do your research. When I read the text messages, it looked like once he realized that he was a man, he was like, what type of time you on?
Why you in vanish mode, though?
Why,
listen,
what's
bro.
Vanish mode.
Vanish mode, like online, like when you.
Oh, a lot of people be in vanish mode. That's just the thing.
We gonna keep it on
You're
the
in vanish mode when you don't want. Man, listen.
D-Lo on the D-Lo, and I ain't playing no more D-Lo.
Here's the thing: people go and let's just to school y'all a little bit about social media because I know y'all don't use it much. People use vanish mode if they have important, because so many people screen record, screenshot, post messages online, and do things like that. And it could be a simple conversation, but people go in vanish mode so that it's not a whole stream of messages. That's first.
Okay, people go in vanish mode when they don't want their shit to get seen. They want to hide it. That's why you doing vanish mode.
What's
I don't gotta hide shit.
DMs is already enough.
I'm grown as hell. I'm a celebrity. I'm grown. Why I gotta hide my DM from you?
Because it could have been a female that he was talking to that uses the same DMs to do
I don't
the
think
same
it's nothing
thing.
wrong with vanish mode. That's what I'm saying. I don't think there's nothing wrong with it. I just think in the sense of what he was doing, like, bro, it was like the first message.
I think that because you guys don't use close friends.
I don't.
And you guys don't use vanish mode. You don't understand what it's for and that there can be benefits for it. And eventually, sometimes
I bet you it was beneficial at that moment, wasn't it? For
I'm sure, but at the same time, obviously he be on some late night sliding in people's DMs or letting people slide in his DMs. That's his vibe, whatever. We don't got nothing to do with that. That's not our business.
All right, Bossman D-Lo.
But I feel like it has to be more information for us to go and clarify somebody's sexuality without I ain't never sleep with the man.
Listen, when dude told him he was a man, he could have like, oh, okay, my bad. I really thought you was a female. I ain't really even on that, G. My bad. End the message.
It probably was a lie to get some money.
Right, of course.
I think it was a lie to get some money. That shit gonna blow.
I'm gonna give y'all the flip side of it, right? I'm a female. Let's say I like guys, but let's say I like females, right? And I'm out and I'm mingling and I meet this real pretty female and we go home, we go to sleep together and she pull out a penis. I'm like, what the heck? Now, if that was to happen to me, what would happen to that man? That man would be rape. It would be all kinds of problems. Would it not be?
I just feel like you need to see a picture of this man again. So that so we won't even keep
got
talking about it.
That
motherfucker look like
that nigga got a BBL and a fade, goddamn, and a boosie fade, a boosie fade and a BBL.
Does he have a beard?
Nigga was
Nigga,
a
a
man.
boosie fade and a BBL.
Like that nigga was. We gonna drop it on the episode. That nigga was a man, bald head. You could tell it was a man.
Like he wants to be.
So he was a queer.
He was a man.
He wants you to look. He wants to look like how he looked. Like
right. That
That's
I want
funny.
you to look at me and be.
Bossman D-Lo, listen, I still like your music, and you can do whatever you want to do.
That Gucci is that throw it with the left hand in the club. That's my.
The jury is out on that one. We're not gonna put that man in that space. And even if that's the space he want to be in, that's his business.
It's fine. I'm cool with that.
That's his
gang.
business.
You like man. You can like man,
but it does make his name kind of funny. Bossman D-Lo, down low. No, I'm just bullshit.
That ain't what it means.
I'm talking shit.
Yeah, no.
Oh my God.
Anywho, I was so looking forward to going to go see Chris Brown this summer. I love when he goes on tour. He's a great artist. And then out of nowhere, my man get nabbed in the UK for an incident that happened in 2023.
He should have hit the man in the head with a bottle. So he apparently hit somebody in the head in the club with a bottle.
Yeah,
we need to see footage of this
Yeah,
because I don't know. Because to me, I feel like Chris Brown seems to be the type of person that probably don't really bother nobody until somebody bothers him.
I feel that's like that too. I feel like he didn't antagonize the situation.
Yeah, and I feel like because he got in trouble at such a young age, it's like everybody finds every little thing to be like, oh, he did this, oh, he did that, oh, he's so scary, he's so scary. Yeah. He's like the pit bull that doesn't even bite. Like, are you serious? Not saying he's not going to fight. I'm saying that, like, they waited for him to come back over there and be on tour in the UK. They know this man about to make a ton of money on tour because I think it ended up being like 5 million euros, probably like six point something million, 6.7 million US dollars. Like, come on, man.
For the tour?
To bond himself out.
6 million?
Yes. 6.7 million, which is like 5 million euros. But I feel like, number one, they count in this man's pockets. Number two, this is why I have absolutely no desire to go over to the UK because they're always doing something to black people over there. It's always something going on. They catching people with an oil pen. Now you in jail for life. Come on, man.
Brittany Griner got caught with the cartridges. Remember the basketball player Brittany Griner?
It don't matter though.
Where was she at?
She was in like Australia or Russia or something.
And she did what? She did a bid for them fucking cartridges.
So I'm glad that Chris Brown got out. I'm pretty sure he still got to go to court, but I think they're going to go ahead and start the tour. I'm looking forward to that.
I want to say he performed since then.
Has he?
Yeah, I think because he put from the cell to the stage and he posted. So I want to say he performed.
So that means the tour, because the tour was actually supposed to start over there. So that means the tour is underway. I'm happy for Chris Brown. I root for him. He's our Bobby Brown. You know what I mean? Like, leave the man alone.
Bobby Brown. What you say? Because of the cocaine?
Hey.
Whoa.
I don't know nothing about that man doing cocaine.
I think Chris Brown is probably the best.
Bobby Brown in the sense that like he's the bad boy of R&B.
Oh, okay.
And they always looked at Bobby Brown as the bad boy.
He is, but I agree with that. He is like the Bobby Brown of our generation.
He's actually probably the dopest in R&B right now. One of the dopest people.
That was a comeback bar. That was a bar.
On stage.
She used dope to dopest.
Get it, double entendre. So another thing on the jail tip.
That's that Kendrick listener.
We've all been watching the Tory Lanez saga spill out.
Free Tory.
We've heard all sides of the story. All these things have been happening. I said from the beginning, I didn't trust that friend. I said, it's the friend that did it. I know the friend had something to do with it. She was mad about the fact that she found out that they was sleeping with the same man. She was pissed. And she got off. And now the bodyguard comes forward to basically bring new information and say, yeah, you know, she did shoot her. And why did everybody save her?
Well, they said,
everybody saved her.
They said that she grabbed it. They said Tory tried to knock the gun out of her hand, which caused it. That's why they really.
But she's still the one that grabbed the gun. It doesn't matter. If you're the one that grabbed the gun, why are you bringing a gun out in an argument?
Let's talk about this. Is Tory dumb as hell for taking a rap, or is he a real nigga?
He's dumb
as fuck. Girl, you shot her. I'm not going to jail. And he had just came up there a couple million off the NFT when he sold it. He was off of a high.
And they had recordings. Shot her. They had recordings of them two talking on the phone while he was locked up and she was out. Are you kidding me?
Man, I would have threw her ass.
But I think that everybody was so drunk that they really didn't understand all of the details and things that was happening. It was a lot of liquor and a lot of what? Dope.
Liquor and lines.
Liquor and lines. In wet swimsuits.
Snorting lines. But nah, I think the thing.
But I don't think that he deserves to be doing 10 years for being an asshole.
I think the fact that it was the Kylie Jenner, wasn't that Kylie Jenner's house, right? Allegedly.
Yes.
But she was there with them.
They was all in the car.
So I think the fact that it was a conversation, the nigga, are you fucking her for real?
Yes. I think the argument might have happened probably at the house.
Like, oh, you really got me out here. Like, oh, so this was you was over here. Oh, so that's why you ain't. And I think she found out, and the friend being with her.
No, they all went over there together. They was all hanging out together during the pandemic. Everybody was in the live together.
But I think
Tory was using his power, befriending and sleeping with too many people in the same group. That's messy as fuck. That's like me. I'm talking to you and I call you my homeboy and take you to my other homeboy house that I'm sleeping with, and y'all niggas find out that y'all sleeping with the same girl. Nigga, it could be a dead body out there.
They all knew he was
same girl.
That's not cool.
And if you know, everybody knows Megan Thee Stallion's a fucking crash out. She get drunk as hell and she crashes out.
But to be in defense of Meg during this time, she had just lost her mom, so she's blacked out. And you're vulnerable, you're blacked out, you're grieving, everything is a blur. I can look back at videos of myself when I was grieving and I don't even recognize where I was or what I was doing in some of those moments. So for her to be her friend and still allow you to get blacked out drunk, y'all sleeping with the same dude, y'all doing is partying. Nah, I blame the friend. She's not her real friend.
I would have threw that girl under the bus so fucking fast. Hey, man, she did that shit.
What ended up getting Tory, this is my opinion, I feel like what ended up getting Tory in trouble is that he continued to troll Meg after after this all happened.
He wrote the whole album.
He continued to troll her online. He continued to troll her backstage. He continued to troll her at shows. We all saw it happen at Rolling Loud. No.
But it's supposedly this congressman came out that's trying to get, they said it's a video. I thought we was going to see the video by now.
From the rain camera, from some camera?
It's supposed to be a video that came out, coming out.
They said that was false.
So if the video comes out or if he gets a pardon, because that's what they're trying to do right now, he'll end up coming home. And
Trump, man, let my mans out. You just let them
Trump
white people out,
Trump,
man.
let them out.
Let my mans out
Trump,
of jail.
Trump fucking shit up.
We need Tory back in the game.
Yeah, I mean, I can think of a few people that can be in that space compared to him being in that space necessarily. I feel like his album came out, the shit was dope. The whole thing all the way through, even though he made that album in jail, the shit was fire. And I think that long as he stay away from Meg stay away from him, it was really just a really bad moment.
Let him out.
It was really just a bad moment.
To segue into albums, and speaking of albums, not to go all the way off topic, do you think, what's her name? The Braxton sister deserve any of that album money that Birdman made?
Who?
What's the Braxton? Tony Braxton. So I'm just segueing into, because you said albums. So I'm just segueing into.
I don't think.
So you have to tell the people what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's good.
I'm going to let you take it because I think you could tell it better than me. Because I don't really, I know the details.
So what he's talking about is Tony Braxton allegedly secretly married Birdman. And about 3 months later, she filed for divorce. When she filed for divorce, she asked for half of his $160 million that he's worth.
And she rich as hell, so I don't even know why she.
I don't know if she rich. I mean, Tony.
She rich.
I mean, she went bankrupt twice.
So how I feel
Tony
about
Braxton had 2 bankruptcies.
How I feel about it, I think that her being to establish, because you got to maintain a lifestyle, right? When you're dealing with somebody, you meet them off the lifestyle or whatever scenario. So I get that point of alimony, because that's what's going to come up in court. Alimony is definitely going to come up in court. And I think the part of balancing a lifestyle that I think she just doesn't have she didn't have the money that he may have from a royalty standpoint from being an artist, and I think that's just kind of what the battle probably. She wants some of that royalty.
We should look up and see how much Tony Braxton is worth.
Could be bitter. She could just be a bitter.
So
bitter
from some of the interviews I saw from back in the day, she had been friends and known Birdman for about 18 years.
Yeah.
So they've been cool. They've been friends. They've been messing with each other. So as friends, I wouldn't pull a move like that on someone that I consider a friend. I wouldn't try to take a part of the money that he made, knowing that I got my money, you got your money. Obviously, she's not dating him for money. You know what I mean? But by doing something like that, almost is like, were you dating for money? What's the motive behind that?
The only way she should be obligated to money if she wrote any songs over there for Cash Money Records.
Ain't they both like 65 or some shit? Like,
wait a minute. I'm about to look and see how much.
Old as hell.
But just think about it.
Go your separate ways. And that's
I'm about to look and see how much.
We'll be surprised by how
worth.
We'll be surprised by how a lot of artists stay relevant from songwriting and ghostwriting.
That's fine.
You know what I mean?
But I mean,
I'm not saying that she.
Don't try to come at this nigga
definitely think that
million.
Tony Braxton has a ridiculous catalog in publishing.
Oh, for sure.
Let's see how much she's worth.
Yeah, for sure. So when it comes to the perspective of being married to somebody, if you wasn't there from the me being broke, then I don't think you should be there.
If you weren't with me shooting,
it just says tens of millions.
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Yeah, so I think. So
it says 10 to 12 million.
That's a lot.
That's not
160 million is a lot.
Yeah. And that's
and half of that.
12 million,
that's gonna keep coming to Birdman. He got too much money.
Just think about it. If I could get alimony from all the relationships that I ended, I would be just so.
Alimony, a motherfucker, boy.
Damn.
That's why you better be careful who you put a ring on.
Well, I mean,
she better be your friend.
If I was Birdman, I'd tell Tony Braxton, blow it out your ass, because you ain't getting it down for me.
I mean, as a friend, I feel like that was just a weird move. That's a weird move to be friends with somebody for that many years.
He probably called her a B word, and
or maybe he got caught cheating. Who knows?
I mean, niggas cheat every day. She wasn't gonna go nowhere.
I thought black men don't cheat.
It's been 18 years. You think he ain't fucking no hoes on her?
Speaking of cheating every day, I know a lot of women may tune into us, but it's a player called Travis Hunter that y'all know. Him and Shador was on the same college football team. Deion Sanders' son that played for Colorado.
Number 2 draft
and also
pick.
Travis Hunter's from
number 1. He was number 1 draft
He's
pick.
also from Gwinnett County in Atlanta, Georgia. He's from Gwinnett. So that's another reason why
He was number 2. Okay, yeah, he was number 2 draft pick.
Yeah, he's from Gwinnett. He's from Atlanta. Shout out to the north side of Atlanta, Georgia. So anyway, Travis Hunter is always in the news for this woman. He just married this woman and bought her $600,000 Benz on SUV. Nasty.
So nice. I don't think that's nasty. I think it's nice.
No, I mean nasty as in like this motherfucker's a beast on the road. I'm talking about the car.
The car's nasty.
$600,000 Benz. Yeah, the car nasty. I think sometimes you got to protect what's She could have been there with him from 8th grade to 9th grade. Not to say that
She was. They was together all through
They're
high school.
pretty young.
So
Yeah, they're really young.
Perfect example of she wasn't there from the, because I don't agree with all the antics that he may do and move. You know what I'm saying? But
you think that he should get a prenup, or did he get a prenup?
Let me. What's the real? Okay, give me let me hear the definition of a prenup before I.
Prenup is they can't like Tony Braxton can't take shit from Birdman.
No, the thing is, it's not a they can or can't take anything. It's an agreement that the two people come up with of if they go separate. Do you agree on what that person can get or not get?
You come with what you came.
You
with.
come up with but it's not always you come with what you came with. Some people put in a prenup that they're gonna actually give whatever they're gonna give, or you can have a house
and
whatever.
That one he should have said, "You're not getting shit if you leave me."
Shorty been there since like 10th grade, 9th grade. So I think if she been there since like the beginning.
Yeah, but that's not really an adult relationship. Like life is gonna change so much.
It ain't adult, but you gotta think about if she been there since I've been a kid to now.
Don't you think she deserved that Bentley?
That's what I'm getting to. That's what I'm saying. I think if she's been there, that's the only way.
Now, if she pull a Tony Braxton and get divorced in 3 months, now that's a problem.
Well, now Tony Braxton wasn't publicly there, and we knew about it the whole time. This is publicly there. We knew about it.
I'm just trying to think, what would make you get fully married, go through that whole process, and then say, never mind?
I gotta.
Like, did you see something? Like, did something weird happen?
They said.
You know what I mean? Like,
I ain't gonna say the allegations, man. I ain't gonna put all that shit out there.
Well,
stop kissing men.
I just think that was dumb as hell not to get a prenup. Number two, I feel like you shouldn't have got married. But I can't put no emphasis or boundaries on another person's love. People love differently.
You really don't tell nobody.
You know what I'm saying? I can't tell that grown ass man that just made $42 million, number 2 draft pick, how the fuck he supposed to live. I just feel like
$42 million is a nice check.
42.6, but I just feel like maybe
he spent that 6 on the car.
Right, and his endorsements is crazy. And he had NIL in college too, so he's already a millionaire before he went to the league. I just think that, and this is for all young people that's watching the show, you gotta like sit down and reevaluate your life, your relationships before you get into documented situations with people.
Business deals, yeah.
Like that's a business deal.
But I do think that a lot of times as an athlete or someone that's making money, they rather stick close to someone that's like family, that is loyal to them, that they know. It's better for him to be with the same girl he been with all this time than to be running around bouncing from chick to chick. Now that's expensive.
That's the part I agree with.
I really just don't know too many celebrity sports players who have been with women for long periods of time since first
LeBron
signing
James.
Their contract. I didn't say
Kobe Bryant.
I didn't say none. I said I don't know too many.
Yeah,
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? Like Bron's different, and we all know Bron got another girlfriend in Toronto. Everybody knows Bron.
Wait a minute, don't do Bron like that.
We know that. How don't you know that?
No, he doesn't.
Bron has a girlfriend in Toronto. You heard it here first. If you didn't know, everybody knows that he has a girl in Toronto.
No one ever heard that. Leave Bronny alone.
Okay, I guess.
I think I like the space, man, that he can be in so far as a young man making some money and able to take care. But you know, I think he's gonna find. Hopefully, he can find her own space as because he's about to be an NFL star. She's gonna be a star. Clearly, she's gonna be.
I like
Let's go back to this conversation.
I've never been married before, so I don't have any opinion about marriage necessarily. Let me say I don't have an experience with marriage, so I couldn't tell you. But when I get divorced, if I get divorced, do I want some? Yeah, I do.
Oh shit!
Right. Fuck out of here.
Right,
give me the house.
Subject,
anyway, but we're gonna get into our next part of this episode, which is I Ain't Gonna Lie. Y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Tell you what we ain't gonna lie about.
Let's do it.
We back. Back. You know, it's CookupATL.
You funny. We about to get into y'all's favorite segment. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't gonna lie.
Vito about to kick us off.
All right, so I ain't gonna lie. Check it out, man. It's 2025. It's after everything we talked about with the Tony Braxton trying to take half of my man's money. Hell, other people trying to take their nigga money. Travis Hunter, with the whole, I think he should have got a prenup situation. I just feel like, I personally never really seen too many successful marriages.
I'm sorry
in
about
my
that.
life. Like that could be bad or
sorry
it could be good. It's just life. Come from Chicago, I never really seen too many successful marriages. So I feel like I don't think that marriage is necessary. I feel like if you love me and I love you, we don't gotta document everything and put everything in pay, because if you decide you want to leave me 15 years from now, then you try to take some of my money. Or vice versa.
Is it more just about the financial thing? You feel like the documentation makes it harder to go your separate ways?
I think that when you contractually obligate yourself to somebody else, it's always going to be harder if y'all decide to go both ways. I just don't see it And that's just
But
me.
you can even if you don't marry somebody, you can make your woman that's been your woman for 20 years your power of attorney.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I didn't say. I just feel like marriage is not really for us. It's for others, so we can showcase ourselves as being married.
I feel like so if we think about the root of it, a man finds his wife and the woman waits to get choked. Like women don't choose their husband, men choose their wife. Let's just get that part. So I just think that as men, we have to be exposed to the right woman to make us feel like this is our life partner. Because I feel what you're saying, but at the end of the day, a woman don't pick her husband. A man
I do
picks his
agree
wife.
with that. The man chooses, but sometimes I feel like the man may feel pressured to be in a marriage with a woman that he's been with, or if a child's involved, or if certain businesses are involved.
Let me
a lot of
marry
times
you.
when men have business with their girlfriend or whatever, they're not always so pressed about the marriage part because they already have business
So
together.
married for the wrong reasons.
Some people do get married for the wrong reasons.
That's a lot of times.
Some people feel pressured to make the marriage happen, maybe from the outside sources, the parents, But if you're a God-fearing person and you follow God and you with somebody for a long time, more so the decision to the marriage is more so to please God.
It's what you first said. Men stay for the kids. A lot of times, like if marriage comes in, we got married, we want to create a child, so we're not going to break up a happy home or the upbringing of our child because of our differences right now. So yeah, man, I think marrying does come for the wrong reason a lot, maybe 75-80% of the time.
Exactly.
I think that the dating process has a lot to do with whether or not you're dating to be married or not. Like, are you dating for the goal of marriage, or are you just dating just to have fun?
When you date to marry, when you're dating for the goal of marriage, it's almost like you're putting too much on a person. Because you want these expectations of a husband.
That's the key word.
When we only been dating.
Expectations.
Like, you gotta chill. Like,
I ain't gonna lie. In my previous relationship, like, he was definitely talking and thinking marriage, and I was just like, you are not ready to be married. Like, it's so much more growth that has to happen. So, you have to step into who you are as a man before you become somebody's husband. You have to be a leader. You can't just be a dictator. You can't just be running around telling everybody what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and that's where the wrong reasons come in. Men are territorial. We're territorial. We're like dogs. Dogs are territorial. We find a tree. We go mark that tree.
I just thought
That's our
dogs did that so
territory.
they can find their way home, but
No,
that's
it's
just
territorial. They marking the territory. Yeah, so
Well,
it's same thing. We move like dogs.
like I said, I don't feel like marriage is necessary. And if we gonna be together, we gonna be together for the long
So
term.
what about your married homeboys? You think that they made a mistake?
I've DJ'd so many motherfucking weddings.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How many of them still together?
But see, at your age, you probably don't see as many weddings. But like at my age,
Oh, I've seen a lot of
lot
weddings.
of my friends and everyone around me is getting married, and I see a lot of great examples
Yeah.
of marriage. Some of my very close friends have beautiful marriages. They've been together for 10+ years, and I'm not gonna say they don't go
Marriage
through
is-
stuff. They all go through stuff, but I see a lot of good examples of marriage.
Being with somebody for 10 years and saying we've been together 10 years and then getting married.
So marriage is.
What are we getting married for?
So the topic
Because they
statement-
want to do more. You're not dead. Like you still got a whole lot more life to do at that point.
So the general
you know?
statement:
10
marriage,
years?
marriage
That's
is just not
crazy.
for everybody and everyone.
I want to get married. That's just because I like being with one person, and I just like that whole.
And that's why I was going
like
to
I want to come home to you. I want to.
That's why I was
Come
gonna-
home to your partner.
It's the convenience, right?
And I'll still be with my partner.
So
honestly,
it's the convenience, right?
I would want a man to want to marry me. I wouldn't put that pressure on him. But if I end up being with somebody for 15 years and we don't get married, no big deal. I still want jewelry.
15
though.
years
I want
is a long
jewelry.
time to even.
I want all the. Matter of fact, make me your power of attorney. You know what I mean?
I think what it was is
I want the ring,
I think our
the
grandparents.
house.
I think our grandparents and our parents married for love, for real. Even though
There you go.
even though it was a business transaction,
But
still,
traditional.
even though it was a business transaction,
And see, I actually disagree with that because back in the day, women couldn't purchase houses. They couldn't have businesses. Some of them couldn't even work a job, so they had to get married.
but I think it
in
was
order
love.
to get
It
you
was-
in the military. You had to get married in order to get the benefits
Right,
that
right.
But
you
they
needed.
married.
But-
But go ahead.
my point, I just want to finish is I think the foundation was more love back in the day. Like I think
that we just weren't able to. They just weren't able to contact their husbands for
Well-
certain long periods of times in the day, and they ain't
Well,
know
was-
about Shirley and Mrs.
so
Pat
that-
down
so
the
that-
street.
That comes with less
With
distraction.
the apple pies and
With
shit.
the, you know what I mean?
That comes
They
with-
ain't know about
that comes
Pat
with
with
less.
the.
Well, let's think about time.
the pads.
That comes with less communication, beepers, payphones. We don't have pay. You can't go put 35 cents in a payphone anymore. That comes with no more cell phones. I mean, that comes with social media now. It's more distraction now. Back then, they ain't had no distractions. When did the payphone? You don't even have a payphone now. So when did the payphone came and left? You know, that's a good conversation. What happened to payphones? You can't even go to a goddamn payphone no more.
You don't need it no more. You got a cell phone.
But why?
The Wi-Fi is in the air.
That don't mean the niggas.
Once again, the person that doesn't use close friends
hey,
doesn't know what vanishing is.
Man.
Never doesn't even know a hidden folder.
Shout out to the trappers of America miss payphone. I'm not saying that I'm a trapper right now, but back.
But I get what you're saying. There are a lot more distractions to why people don't get married. Yeah. But when you find your person, you find your person, no matter what.
Less distraction,
and everybody doesn't find their person. And sometimes,
much distraction.
I'm not distracted. When I'm locked in, I'm locked in.
Not you, but the nigga that
I don't give a damn about the 1,500 people at the gas station that say, damn, you look good. I don't care.
But not the woman, but us men, it's a lot of distraction.
But you see the dialogue that this created, right?
Yeah.
How marriage is something that it's dependent on your upbringing.
You think
what
it's
you
a
used
want,
to seeing in your life,
not a need.
Can you say what?
You think it's more of a want and not a need.
Exactly. Everybody wants to belong. Everybody wants to feel like they got that person. Everybody wants to feel like they got that person, but you don't have to contractually be to that person. And then you like Tony Braxton trying to take a million money.
That's what men
sick about.
And that's what men scared of. That's the part. That's what men get afraid of. Because I'm a man, I can admit to it. You can build all his legacy up.
What about when the woman comes to the table with money and the man comes to the table?
It only
with
happen one time.
This argument, it doesn't only happen one time.
I'm
it
talking
happens
about
a lot of times.
No, it happens a lot of times. But the time that we know it is the chick from TV, from the sitcom show, with her husband. It just happened recently.
There's a lot of women that are paying alimony to their husbands.
No.
Like Halle Berry.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Like Mary J. Blige. Like, there's a lot of women who have their own money who have been taken advantage of.
It's just not common. Like legitimation, like legitimizing your kids.
I mean,
in Georgia.
it's actually a fact that black women are the highest paid right now, the most educated, and they're making the most amount of money right now. So that's a fact.
That's another.
I feel like when finances is the main issue with inside of a relationship, it's hard to keep any relationship together because it's always a struggle over who's paying for what and da-da-da. But when both people have money and both people are working towards that goal, when you're dating, I'm dating you, you're dating me. Like, we're buying each other's stuff. Like, you know what I mean? It's not so, I don't think it's so much of a battle in that space. You know what I mean? But I feel you.
John's very headstrong.
It doesn't have to be completely financial, though. The shit can be.
That's all.
It's so much that
every
comes
woman
with
is not,
contractually being next to somebody.
Yeah, every woman's not head. Some women is not.
It don't gotta just be the money.
That's all. Some women they just want to just do their thing, create the kids, and take care of the kids. They're not as dependable. Some women are. They're not independent. They are dependent. You know what I mean? They just choose that lifestyle.
Why wouldn't you lie? What you not lying about today?
I ain't gonna lie, man, because we talking about y'all men and y'all stuff. I don't like men that are always commenting or having something to say. Like, you'll be talking to a guy, oh, I'm getting my nails done. Oh, get my favorite color. Are you paying for these nails? Like, I'm confused. Like, even when I'm at the gas station and a guy's like, oh, can I pump your gas in? And I'm like, no, thank you. The gas pumps itself. Thank you. But if you really want to holler at me, pay for the gas. You know what I mean? Like, what? Why are men always like, oh, I don't like wigs and I don't like this person dressing like that and you got on this too much of that? What a part of that are you contributing to? Like, that's weird. And then you want to be mad because a woman asks you for money, but you're constantly having something to say about what she's wearing, where she's going, how many vacations she take. Did you pay for the vacation? Well, then you should be quiet. Like, I get tired of stuff like that. It's corny to me.
So if he paid for the gas, because you already done walked in, he need to cash app you what you paid for it? Because you already done paid for the gas by the time he want to talk to you.
The thing is, when it comes to approaching a woman, it's a moment.
Okay.
It's a time space. Yeah. When you look at the person, you see, you don't get on their nerves and bother them and chase them down and follow them around. Boo, boo, boo. But if you in a store and you stand in front of a beautiful woman and you really actually probably want to get her number, I would step up and be like, yeah, get my gas and her gas. And the girl be like, oh my God, thank you so much. That's so nice. More than likely, if that guy comes and approaches me at my car or says something else to me, I would give him my number because I felt like that's thoughtful. So you were actually on the spot. You was thinking ahead.
So what if you paying for your gas? He'd be like, oh, I see my wife in front of me. Hold on. He on the phone. Hold on, bro. My wife in front of me. Let me finish paying for her gas real quick. Let me talk to her when she walk out. He just came with game. It's the same thing. But he didn't spend no money.
It's still game. If he ain't spend no money, then you're wasting your time. Because at the end of the day, you calling me your wife, I'm not flattered by that. If I was your wife, I wouldn't be out here getting gas by myself. You be getting gas. You be cleaning this car. You be taking this car.
So what's the I ain't gonna lie?
What you want to do.
What's the I ain't gonna lie?
My I ain't gonna lie is that I don't like when men are commenting and saying something about the way that a woman wears their hair, their nails. Like, I was in a nail shop one time and I was like, yeah, I'm up at the nail shop or whatever. Oh, get this color, get that color. Huh?
Okay, so you feel like if they're gonna make a comment, it need to come
If you
with-
want
it
me
need
to
come
wear
with-
your favorite color,
it need
you
to
should
come
be
with
like,
some
it should
dollars
come
behind
with, I'm contributing to this actual
Okay,
act that
I'm
you're
following
doing.
you. I'm
You know what I
following
mean? Like, oh,
I'm
what else you
following
need to get done? If not, just be quiet.
I'm following you.
Just
now.
be quiet. Oh, okay. Call me later, babe. Oh, have a good time. It's self-care.
It sounds
But
like,
that whole
it sound like a
telling-
personal moment happened.
that whole telling people what to no, it's not a personal moment. I just don't like that people do that. Like constantly do that. Like, oh, I don't like when girls wear wigs, or I don't like the sew-ins. I don't like the weave. I don't like this. I don't like that. Well, are you paying for it?
I said options is a beautiful thing, sweetheart.
It sounds like it seems that you judge a person's like by how much money they willing to spend, and that's
No,
not.
that's not.
That's what it sounds like.
That's not what it sounds like.
Like,
how you
like,
get- that's
like
it.
if a man is at the gas station, he compliments your beauty, and you telling me, I know I'm beautiful. Why don't you pay for my gas?
That's not what I said.
That's what it sounds like.
What I said was a guy will come up and try to get my number and be like, "Oh, can I pump your gas for you?" And I'll be like, "No, thank you."
What if he ain't? Okay.
It's 2025.
I'm just
the gas
saying, I
pump pumps
understand.
itself.
So okay, so he has. To
I
pay
don't
for
care
your
if you don't
gas.
have no money or not. You could put $10 on the gas tank. But the thing is, if you want to make a gesture about whatever it is that I'm going about my business doing,
Got
you
you.
want to stop me in my tracks and
You just a
stop
boss,
me
Jack.
from doing whatever it is
You
that
just
I'm
a
doing,
boss.
then tackle one of these challenges that I have. Tackle one of these tasks that I got to get rid of.
He just see
if
the-
you see me put it, let's take money away. You see me put an air in my tire. You can't be like, oh, let me help you real quick.
I feel like a real man would do that though.
You know what I mean?
A real man.
That's
would
what
do
I'm
that.
saying.
But I see what you're saying.
Like,
Not a
it's
YN,
not
but
about
a
money
real
because
nigga.
at the end of the day, like I'm gonna put gas in my car anyway. I'm
that
gonna go
first
get my nails
perception
done
of the
anyway.
30 seconds is everything.
It's like the perception of things. It's like, why are you like? If I'm on the phone with you, let's take it to somebody that I'm actually kicking it with. I'm kicking it with you. I'm on the phone with you. I didn't ask you for no money to get my hair or my nails done, but you're having an opinion about.
So if he said,
how
I
should
want
get
you to
that
have
done.
pink nails instead of green nails, you're gonna be like, nigga, pay for that shit.
I'm not gonna say it like that.
I know, but
in
I'll
so
be
many
like-
words.
But in so many words, I'll get you whatever you want to see if you was taking care of it. Why am I getting you something that appeases you? I was about to get pink nails. So now you want me to get green nails. Now I'm changing what I'm supposed to be doing so I can appease you. So yeah, no.
I think it's different mindsets to different levels in life.
Of course. I think, certain women go certain routes. Josh is a boss. So, certain women look at certain different ways. Certain women just wish a man would just talk to them. They didn't have a conversation. You probably a woman that
I'm very nice. Let's just say this. I'm not arrogant in that way. People say, oh, you're beautiful. Thank you so much. But there's times when people say, oh, you're beautiful. And I say, thank you. And then they want to chase me down. I said, thank you. Or, oh, let me get your number,
That's
babe.
them YNs.
Let me get your number. This is a grown man that did this one time.
Oh, yeah. You
I'm
told
leaving.
us about
I'm
that.
leaving
Yeah, yeah,
MCK.
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
leaving
yeah,
Whiskey
yeah,
Mistress,
yeah.
MCK, Sunday night vibes. I'm with my group of girls. We're all going to the car. This man chased me down to the car. Let me get your number. I said, no, thank you. I'm not single. Oh, let me get your number. Let me get your number. I said, no, thank you. I'm not single. I got in the car. He's still at my window. I'm saying though, sir, no, thank you.
So we learned today, guys. Josh, I ain't gonna lie, is if you want her attention and you prefer her time and invest
That's really messed
time,
up. That's really messed up.
then it's gonna have to come with some financial security. With your
Where them
pockets,
funds
nigga.
at?
Where
That's-
them-
that's-
where them
Where them
funds?
The fact that
Zach.
they even interpret it like that tells me everything about who we talking to.
I mean, it's almost like this because I understand.
It's like
what
a
you're
backhanded
saying.
slap.
I understand what
I'm
you're
really-
saying,
but it-
I understand what you're saying, and I mean that's why I said it's different levels.
It's different
It's
levels.
different levels.
If I'm
of
on the phone with
thinking
you,
different
if I'm
levels of
about to
life.
if I'm about to go and get my hair done, and I'm about to go get some braids, and I'm talking to a guy, and the guy's like, oh, I don't like braids. I don't like girls with braids. I would love if you got a sew in pretty hair
Why would
down
he
your
say
back.
that to you, though?
Get some
That's
bundles.
wild.
That's what I'm saying though. I'm talking about people that are like that, and you're like, oh, you should be do. Then you shouldn't be saying that if you don't have bundles money, sir.
You're too comfortable to even.
Yeah,
talk
you're
to
too
you like that.
comfortable. That's not a flaw on my part. That's a flaw on your part. Why are you even talking to me?
I forgot what I was gonna
I
say.
was gonna pay for my
I
own
had
hair.
something good to say just now. I
You
just forgot it.
inserted yourself in mine.
To say I don't like you with hair, with that certain type of hair, I don't like that. He had to hit maybe like 2 or 3 times. So maybe y'all on like a different level to where he would feel comfortable.
I don't know why
enough.
every time we have conversations about relationships, you guys are talking about somebody you met the same day. We are talking about people that you have a relationship with, or you that feels comfortable enough
I think it-
to tell you that he like your toes with white polish.
I think it branched from the menu at the gas station. That's why the video said that because it branched. From
It's
the gas
different
station.
levels of thinking. It's different
It's just-
levels of thinking.
So I think
With life.
So to
That's what I'm
wrap
thinking.
this conversation up.
No, it's a really good conversation.
So to wrap this, it's a because we can do this again for 30 more minutes. But
sure.
I think to wrap this, it's like it's different calibers of women, and as a man, you got to know how to step to a woman and be you're going to be a gentleman, of course, but common doesn't stand out next to rare, and you have to be rare. You have to be different because I think as men, we so used to the common of what we just used to the common, and I think we want rare. I mean, as women. They get tired of the multiple plural basic nigga trying to do average whatever.
Some YN shit.
And come with
if you want to stand out, if you want to stand out as a man, you have to stand out as a man.
Yeah, stand up
there is, and it doesn't have to be a financial thing. So, it's more so paying attention to detail as you're moving throughout the day.
And I think
it could be something as simple as let me help you pick this up or let me do, but being there in that moment and being present and actually paying attention and being like, oh, I could slide in and do this next. You might actually have a better chance of getting my number if you show me that you're actually paying attention. And it's less about the money that you're spending and more about the fact that you're on point.
I agree.
You know?
I ain't gonna lie, it's the same thing. I don't even need to talk. It's men and women, we have common and we have rare goals. And I think we just gotta find some way to meet them. That's my ain't gonna lie. I think my ain't gonna lie is we forget about we all have common, we all have rare goals. The same thing we talking about. And I think we just got to meet in the middle sometimes, and we just forget about that tug of war in that negotiation line. That's all it is.
You feel like who has common goals? Both men and women?
No, I think the common denominators. Yeah, I think we sometimes forget that as a man, it's certain things that whether you learn from your upbringing or you learn from watching your favorite TV show or you learn from influence of just seeing somebody doing good around you that gives you good energy. I think as a man, you learn to be influenced by something because it goes back to what I said. We pick our wives. And I think for a woman, the common denominator is I'm tired of a man saying what they going to do, what they can't do. Nigga, just show me. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, all of us men can talk a good game, but it's really about the nigga that can kind of just show something different. I just, like, for example, I always tell women, I may not be the guy that can take you on a trip, but you can expose me to when you got back from that nigga that did take you on a trip. We can go together. Now we can go together.
Now that is hilarious.
I'm just being real.
That's hilarious.
Like, but
this goes back to what we was talking about episode 1 when we were talking about dating with everybody is exposed to different things as they date. Like say y'all meet a woman and the woman is a great cook and you ain't really never dated nobody that really cook like that. So now moving forward, every time you date somebody, you like you're comparing, does this person cook like this person? It's like the more you learn, you level up your own life. So you take yourself out. Like we take ourselves out. We go see a movie. We know what we like. We take ourselves on trips, everything. So the older you get, the less tolerance you have for basic things because you have already put yourself in a place where you're not even basic. Now on the flip side, if you don't feed yourself steak and lobster, you can't expect somebody to feed you steak and lobster. You know what I mean?
Or what you just said, like, oh, the way he cook, you know what? I like him. Let me show him what I like so he can do it how this other nigga do it.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, girls do it all the time.
What do you mean by that?
Like, you get what I mean?
Clarify.
You get what I mean,
Don't
Vito?
put him in it.
Did you get what I mean perfectly?
He took the glasses off.
What I'm saying is, that other nigga that was treating you wrong and all that shit, boom, that nigga was trash, whack. He do some shit very good that you like. But you really like this other nigga. He may not, could be, but you know what? Let me show you something. And that nigga might be like, oh, shit. And he's blown away. But he just not know that you got that from. So that's what I'm saying.
I guess. I don't know. I don't personally feel like I need to teach a man to be a man.
Nah,
I feel like I like people to be
authentic. You got to teach me a man, but you show me something new.
I like when I show somebody something new, like for instance, say I went to a restaurant and I went with somebody else to the restaurant and then fast forward I go to that restaurant again. Even when that person, I told y'all this on another episode, even when that person say, oh, have you ever been to that restaurant?
You're not going to tell him
I'd be like, no, I ain't never been here. Because I don't want him to feel like I've been here before.
I like it.
I want him to feel like this is his first experience and he's exposing me to something.
Makes sense.
And a lot of times
grown woman,
when you show too much
grown woman
and you think you know too much as a woman, it kind of emasculates a man in a way. It makes him feel like, damn, what haven't you have done?
Right.
Like, so like, yeah, I done been to travel to different places and done different things, but I will be like, no, I ain't never been here. Not with you, I ain't never been here.
But so more of the story, grown woman vibes. As we wrap up, grown woman vibes right here, man.
No, it's not.
But I think But no, I think we see things. I think we just all talking different.
I think that we need to hear from you guys about what y'all not gonna lie about.
Comment.
And so maybe give us some of what y'all not gonna lie about, and we're gonna talk about it on the show and see how we feel about all of that.
We read in comments with names.
Yes.
With the names.
With names. All that, because if you talk crazy, your name is coming up on
your
the
wife
screen,
see it, nigga. Don't say the wrong thing if your wife
don't do that.
Because it's a lot of husband and wives that turn into these podcasts late night when they laying in the bed. So this is the perfect.
Yeah, it's a great conversation.
It's a great conversation.
So yeah, that wraps up our segment for I Ain't Gonna Lie, y'all. We will be back to talk more topics. Right. Stay tuned.
That was perfect. Yo.
Yep. So yeah, we about to wrap this thing up, man. We gotta go ahead and get out of here.
Episode 7, guys.
Episode 7. We talked about a lot this time.
7.
Dude, they tried to come for me, y'all.
No, I just want to know. Check it out. Would you talk to an ugly nigga that got money? Like if the nigga ugly, I'm talking about the nigga like
how ugly is he?
Ugly nigga like Boss Man D-Lo.
Listen, I'll talk to a medium ugly nigga. Hell yeah.
So a little bit of ugly will take you a long way.
Listen, you ain't gotta be all that cute, man. The cute don't go but so far, man. I need me a nice medium ugly, nice regular looking guy. Where you need to wear your jeans twice in a row at least.
He gotta wear a hat.
No.
Oh, okay.
He could be bald head, but he gotta have facial hair. But I mean, it ain't about them being ugly and not ugly. It's about the confidence. It's about the swag, baby.
Not for real.
It's about how you handle me.
The sauce gets you there.
The sauce gets you in there. You gotta handle me right.
The sauce will get you a long way.
And you take my car. You could take my car, get my car clean, and give me some gas.
Oh yeah, that should be a man. That should be a
man. Just be a man.
That's originals. I call those originals.
I love that.
Yeah, man.
Great episode, y'all.
Yeah,
great episode. Make sure what's coming up big. Nobody album coming up. We gotta look.
No, but we are gonna come back and bring some artists in. We got some interviews coming up.
Time for that,
we definitely have to tap in and bring another black-owned liquor brand. So if anybody wants to promote their liquor brand and you have a black-owned brand, man, DM us. Call
artists,
us, text
it's time.
us,
Artists, it's time. Artists, it's summertime.
Yeah, it's
this
summertime.
Where that music get good. Artists. So we looking at the DMs. We looking at who's independent. We looking. We looking at. We doing our homework. We researching to see who's hot in the streets. See who's making noise.
We are also open to booking if y'all want to have the 3 of us come and turn y'all club up. We got 2 DJs and an MC right here.
Right here.
So
Jai's definitely our
send us
MC.
a DM. Yeah, send us a DM. So man, we ready to be outside this summer, man. It's gonna be a good time.
Great.
Tell them how to find us on YouTube.
Find us at CookupATL on YouTube for right now. CookupATL. We got about 6 episodes. This is number 7. Got a couple shorts you can check out.
Y'all going crazy on the shorts, and we love that.
The shorts.
But comment.
Please.
We need to know you're there.
Please. If you like ugly niggas, comment. Like, how ugly you like them? 7?
That's
like
funny.
what kind of, because I do a 7.
That's
honey.
Funny.
A 6?
A 6?
A 4?
I just feel like
a 4, but he got like 100,000 in the account. Ooh, a 4 is crazy.
A 4 is nuts.
A 4 in female years.
A 4 in a man is nuts.
Yeah, females.
6 in a female is
100K
crazy.
is not a lot of money. People average 100K. No.
I said he has 100 tangible.
I don't care about what they got in the account. How generous are you? Are you a
another-
generous person? That's what matters.
episode.
You could be rich as I don't know what, but you could be stingy.
You got an American Express.
That's
you got
another episode for a good day.
Navy Federal.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that one next time. Get in the comments. Tell them where to find you.
Find me at DJ Larry _LUV.
Find me at Miss Jai. That's MSJAI 412
_ DJ VITO. That is I.
Until next time.
And then all of us on the Cook Up ATL.
All of us. Cook Up Atlanta. Cook Up Atlanta.
Until next time.
Until next time.